We good. We good. We good. It's alright. We good. We good. We good. It's alright. We good. We good. We good. It's alright.
Yes. Welcome back, fellas, to another episode of Primarily Speaking, show where we love to talk shit and speak our mind on a plethora of topics, from random news to politics, sports and entertainment, some meat and potatoes, and our favorite segment, Sit Your Ass Down. I am your host with the most, man, with the gas, Mr. Papa Two Quarters. Let me get that ass. It is your boy Prime and Azul to the 25.
No doubt. And his right hand man, I am the total package Rex Devereaux. A poet to the original and definitely one of downtown's finest. We back again. What's going on with my dog to my left side? Let me tell you something, Squidbutt.
Square biz. Square biz. Hey, y'all already know what it is. Your
Right.
boy back. Your boy is back. Back in action, baby. It's Hannibal Vanderbilt. Your down south Georgia boy. Yeah, I've been on the move. I've been moving around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been able to do the show, but I'm back. Bring you nothing but the facts. What's up? That's right, Unga Bunga Pit.
Throw that in there real quick.
There you go.
Oh shit,
There
man.
you
How
go.
y'all boys doing, man? It's good to be back, man. We missed you last week, Hannibal. We missed you, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How's everything going?
Man, everything good, man. Just been working, doing some things, man. Kids, just spending time, good stuff, man. That's all. Everything all to the good, bro.
That's what's up. Had a good week. This past week has been favorable to you.
Yeah. So had a little indigestion. There.
People still say TMI. Yeah, TMI.
Whatever, bro.
Rex, how you doing, sir?
Man, everything's lovely. I still walking on sunshine. It's been a good week.
Yeah.
Good shows on, good movies, to carry me through my week. I work hard. I like to play hard afterwards. So
You got a few
it's
of
been
those.
fantastic feeling. How about you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a fantastic weekend. I mean, yesterday was my birthday, first day of spring, March 20th. Greatest day on earth. Everybody knows that. Your boy turned 42. 42.
Damn.
Yeesh, boy.
Moving on up.
40 fucking 2, man. When I tell you, man, I had I was like, I want to do this, want to do that. Of course, you got the pandemic going on, but I was still thinking like maybe play some cards or even shoot some pool or something like that. And really, really thought about doing just different shit. And then after a while, I just was like, you know what, I really don't feel like doing shit. have some drinks at
That's
home.
right. That's right.
You got exhausted thinking about it.
And I was content. I had a little bit of itchiness, but that shit went away, man. That shit went away, everybody. I was good, man. I had to actually enjoy my birthday, even though I ain't go nowhere, really. Now, one thing that did make me mad, one thing that did piss me off, is I did go look for some sneakers. And I was specifically looking for the Carolina ones. And, man, you can't find, let me tell you something. I've been to Augusta on Friday. You can't find no sneakers in Augusta. I've been all over Columbia. No, nothing in Columbia. Like I talked to my sister, said, don't even go to Charleston. Ain't nothing in Charleston. They went to even Concord Mills. Couldn't find shit there.
You should have just ordered them whole, man.
That's what I'm learning. I'm not really an online shopper unless it's Amazon. Amazon's like the only thing I order through online. I'm more of a let me get it in my hands. You know what I mean? I need to feel it. I need to try it on.
You want that shit? If you want them, you better order them jokers online, dog. I'm gonna tell you, order them online.
I believe it now.
Hey, order it online. I got some shoes before. I was like, you know what? I don't have no problem with ordering online. And I was anxious waiting for them jokers to get it. I was like, I gotta get them.
Yeah, see, that's my problem. Like when I want something, like I'm ready to have it right then. You know what I mean? And especially like sneakers, is usually you can get sneakers. Just go to the sneaker store and buy a pair of sneakers. But
I don't like being in a sneaker store when it's all crowded like that either.
Man, that shit is out the window, man. So hey, Anybody looking for sneakers, like you say, Hannibal? Just I might be the last person to notice, but just order them shit online because you ain't gonna find it in the goddamn store. All right, fellas. All right, all right. Let's get our show started, man. Let's get things going on. Let's see what is going on in some random news. Now, first storylines, little dismal, disappointing, really. I heard about a guy named Malik Halfacre. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He lives in Indiana. I don't even remember what city it was, but he got into a scuffle with his baby mama because he wanted some of the stimulus money that she got for the child, the 1,400 just for the child. He wanted half of it, and according to her, she was like, you don't even take care of your kid. Why should I give you half this money?" And she tried to be generous and offered to give him $450, and he was like, "No, no, that ain't enough." So he gets mad. Apparently, he gave them a little look, and then he leave, and he came back. All this is allegedly, even though I have to say that, but um, he comes back and he kills her brother, her mother, her cousin, and her 7-year-old daughter. And he shoots her in the back too. She was just able to get out of the house and go to next door to alert somebody to get some help for them. But he killed 4 fucking people, man, because she wouldn't give him $700 of money that he didn't even earn. Oh,
He ain't deserve.
he ain't even entitled to. That shit baffled me, man. I want to hear what y'all boy got. Rex, I want to hear what you got to say on this.
Yeah, I heard about it, man. This it's just whenever I think about shit like that, I think about little kids who can't control their emotions and stuff, and they just spoil. They're always throwing temper tantrums and stuff. And it's like you said, man, it's disheartening to hear that shit, man. Especially with the little girl. People who ain't even been involved in the situation. He destroyed that young girl's family life and everything over $450 that, like y'all say, he ain't even earned or was due to get anyway. You know, the love for money in this country amongst people now is just scary. The level that people will stoop to just for money, a dollar bill, something that has no value. That's one thing that people don't even understand, man. Dollar bill, $100 bill, it has no fucking value. Especially when you compare that shit towards human life. But
No sense.
some people just fucking selfish, man. And I hope he burn in hell behind that for real. I ain't got no remorse for him at all.
None.
And what you think, man?
He is what we say, a waste of skin. He ain't even the scum on somebody motherfucking shoe. That shit that he pulled didn't make any sense. Any at all. Like, and from apparently she said he doesn't even take care of his child. He ain't even deserve that shit.
Nah, man.
Right.
What?
And
your
she still
$1,400 ain't enough, nigga.
And she still was willing to give him some of the money.
Exactly.
And he still spazzed out.
He said
And that's
$400.
ridiculous.
Here you go, $450 for being a sperm donor.
This nigga say no to that.
Man, I ain't never asked.
Y'all think that if there's a baby mama, baby daddy situation going on, and the mother the child lives with the mother, you think that the father is taking care of the child, whether he paying child support or whether he's just actively in her life and doing his part, whatever, you think that he feels like he should be entitled to any of the money that's for the child at all?
No.
I'll say, go ahead, Rex. Go ahead.
No, I mean, because for one thing, this stimulus package, and with all the monies being given out, it's for the household. So if he don't live here, he ain't accessible to none of the cheese at all. You stay someplace else, dude. Go home. Wherever they supposed to give you, they gonna give you. But yeah, and that's real. He been trying to be greedy and stuff. Yeah, spend that. Spend what you get.
I'm still throwing a scenario out there. What if he doesn't have an actual job or didn't have a tax return in 2019?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. Well, I'm sorry for you, dog.
Right.
But
Exactly.
the scenario that I'm gonna hit you with is different though.
Go ahead.
And I feel with Rick. I feel with Rick, man. I feel that. But let me hit you with this scenario. What if it's someone that's 50-50 time, like legit 50% of the time? That
You mean
child.
like the child be with the mother and the child be with the father? Okay, all right, my bad.
Yeah. Now in those instances, I wonder how that works.
Well, all right, and when the two, well, yeah, if they live in the same city, that could go that way because I was thinking where the child go to school at. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute, go
'Cause
what
wherever
way?
the child go to school at is where they're listed as having an address where's
Yeah,
probably
like
where they spend most of their time.
when they spend like it's legit 50-50, like court order 50-50.
That's tough. I don't know.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
he still ain't getting nothing. No, listen,
Now, because now
he ain't getting nothing.
Now, legit, that child is half time at one home. That child has two homes. Legit. They are 50% both custodial parents.
Co-custodial.
Yeah.
They are
You mean
legit
co-custodial, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how that's gonna work right now.
Go ahead.
That child living with that girl, like you say, with 50% of the time and 50% of your time, your 50% is exited out.
I think on the tax return, when you have it like that, it puts in there like how much, like they have a percentage in there, like above 30% of the time, or something like 30% of the income, or something like that, for another child. You can claim that. So I wonder if that worked like that.
I hope it does. Some brothers need to be getting that, you know.
Otherwise,
you ain't getting nothing.
I would think, like, you know, with those situations, well, it kind of depends on the mother too. Like, if she's a responsible mother, really taking good care of the child, I would just let the mother take care of that. You manage that $1,400 for the child.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and make sure that you take care of it right. I wouldn't want none of it. You know what I'm saying? Because especially if she's taking care of the child properly. But if she's a ditzy ass mama that just be doing dumb shit, get the money, and she going out to the club and partying type shit. Yeah, you need to let me get half of that because I know you ain't gonna do right.
Oh, you really ain't getting nothing. That's the type of female you talk about. You ain't getting none of dime of that.
None of that. You'll never see that.
You never get that, dog.
She gonna make some shit up to get you put in jail. I'm even assuming some shit like that, huh?
But I think I think we all can agree that this Malik half acre is a waste of skin.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
there's everything that he get coming to him. Man. I don't know if the death penalty is on the table for him, but I think he should get it, man. Especially, I don't understand why he killed a little girl, man. I don't know why he kill anybody, but the little girl especially, man. God damn, she really ain't had nothing to do
jealous,
nothing to do with that, man.
Exactly.
Jealousy. And her mom.
Yeah, and you know the worst thing about it, he probably never liked that little girl, you know, and he just took his anger out on her at that time, you know, because it was viable to do so.
I think the baby that he had with her was like 6 months or something like that. It wasn't that old.
Right.
Man, he shot the mama in the back, like what the fuck?
Dirty motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
right.
Yellow belly.
Man,
all right, we giving this motherfucker too much coverage. Now let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. We got another yellow belly to talk about, man. Robert Aaron Long in Atlanta shoots and kills 8 people at these massage parlors. 6 of these women, 6 of them were women. 6 of the victims were Asian women. Only one of the victims was a man. And they saying that he had a bad day. Captain Jay Baker said that Robert Aaron, he just had a bad day. He just had a bad day, that's all. Even though he went to 3 different locations to kill these people, he just had a bad day. Like what's that movie? Rex? Falling down. Yeah, falling down. Just had a bad
I knew exactly what you were talking about as soon as you asked that question, though.
So I want to hear your take on this, Hannibal. What you got to say about this topic right here? Story.
A bad day, my ass. That's why the officer resigned, those
Mm.
motherfucker. But, bruh, why? Like, why?
Because he wanted to get rid of his temptations. He wanted to take away his temptation.
Yeah, speak on it.
Like that though? Like, hey man, bruh.
I don't get it either, man.
I ain't got nothing to say, dog. It is what it is. You already said it. He's a coward. He's another one. He's despicable, bro. Like he went to 3 different locations and just bow.
I couldn't understand that shit, man.
The hate for Asians, Asian women.
Mhm.
Like seriously?
And he been on his way to Florida to do some more shit.
Yeah, to do it again. Yeah.
Like what? I don't know what drive to make people think like that, or what's the problem, what's the beef? Like did something personal happen? Did you go there expecting to get the shit that they claim that Deshaun Watson got going on? You expected them to do that to you? Like you thought you was gonna get a happy ending or something, and it didn't go down like that? Well, what did they laugh at you when you was in there? Like what happened?
It's
Like,
disappointing, man.
why are you so bad? Like, why are you so bad? There's nothing that could have happened to make you want to go in there and kill someone. Nothing.
I don't know if he was like a person that went there regularly to go get massages and happy
That's
endings
what I
or
don't know
whatever.
either.
I don't know about that, but I don't know why he chose those 3. You know what I mean? Those 3 parlors in particular, and then they gonna say it's not a hate crime.
And then they caught up that motherfucker, bro. Rex, how you feeling, man?
Here we go with another ignorant waste of skin, who I really wish his old man that one night really was, responsible in Wakanda. Daddy should have had a big bag on that night. Really should have.
Mama should.
Here we go
You said
again.
dick bag?
Yeah, she should have had a sponge or something. You know what I mean? Here we go again with another ignorant little privileged white dude shooting up people of color, for his personal reasons. So he's saying he had a sexual addiction, and that's the only way that he knew how to curve it or whatever, or fight it. They should just chop his legs off and just let him just bleed out, man.
No, they need
what they really need to do is give him to the Asian
his
community.
ass. That's what they need to do.
Very true, very true. What they really need to give him to the Asian people, man. I think like this, and this been on my mind since I heard this story. What they should do with crimes like this, and just like how you said, Brian, they don't consider this a hate crime. This is an absolute hate crime.
Yes.
With hate crimes like this, when you do that type of offense to a certain race of people, turn them out on one of the blocks where a lot of those people are. Like say Chinatown, out west or whatever. Drop his ass off in Chinatown. Yeah. Drop him around there and show his face off and let them deal with him. Plain and simple, clean and efficient. You don't have to worry about jail cells or nothing.
That remind me of that show, that documentary for the Night Stalker and how they caught him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
He was in that neighborhood. He was trying to jack that car, and they were like, "No," they were beating his ass, and the police had to save him from boy killing him. That's right. That's exactly what they should do to his ass. Drop him off in the neighborhood. He been terrorizing, and let them deal with his ass. You right?
Yeah, they're waiting to deal with him. Because I'm pretty sure they got a lot of Asian people right now that really want to put their hands on him.
I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Had bad day my ass. I don't want to hear it. He should have a lot of bad days coming. I hope he does.
And that was so disrespectful of that officer to say that bullshit.
Yeah, man. How you gonna say bad day? But then when they talk about black people, it's quick to say how criminal they are, or
they're super predators.
All kind of derogatory terms, they adjectives they want to use, man. Fuck them.
Thugs.
Fuck them motherfuckers. All right. Well, anyway. On to some lighter news. Well, I don't know. This might not be so light. Lil Mama and Jackie from 227 fame. Hey Mary. Hey Mary.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be like
they got do a little spat because What was it? Run this down for me again, Rex.
Yeah. Lil Mama was criticized for her alphabet people criticism. And Jackie popped up. They had a little Twitter beef or whatever, and Jackie popped up and was like, the lip gloss wasn't ever that popping anyway. I guess she tried to draw a
That
little
was a shot. Yeah, that was a shot.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, you do what you do, whatever. But Lil Mama came back, and said some stuff to her. So they've been going at it, and we talked about it earlier in pre-production, man, about this whole bullying thing. I kind of see it as bullying, where if you have an opinion about the alphabet people, you should be able to have your opinion, and especially if you're not offending them. But everybody should not be bullied into just being like, yeah, you got to take this side because we say so. No, that ain't true. I can have my own opinion and feel some type of way about it. And what the young lady was saying was correct, because like how we agree on the panel, little kids that age should not even be thinking about that at all. But it's a bad thing going around right now. And I honestly don't even see any time of this shit letting up. This shit gonna get worse. So
it's bad, man. It's bad, man. What you got to say about that, Hannibal?
Yeah. When I first heard it, I laughed. You know what I'm saying? Because they talked about like Lil Bow Wow was at it again and shit. I was like, man, come on,
call
man.
her Mama Bow Wow.
That's what they've been doing for a long time. Ever since Charlamagne embarrassed the girl on national TV, man.
You got a strong looking jaw, though. I ain't gonna lie. She got a strong looking jaw.
It's the booty chin, dog. It's the booty chin, man. She got the fucking booty chin. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't smooth. Got that little dip right there. You just make her look a little more, you know what I'm saying?
Wanted a boy. But anyway.
But it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? All she said was that how could she be making a derogatory comment when she understands that she has family members that are, homosexual or whatever. And she says, all she is saying that a child that hasn't even gone through puberty shouldn't be able to make the decision to have a sex change.
Right. Totally agree on that. Totally agree.
Yeah, and I totally agree on that. You know what I'm saying? Like she was saying, she gave a point of like someone coming and saying like, oh, she wants to be like a boy. Like, do you want to run fast like a boy? You think you strong? Like you see boys that strong or whatever like that. Then after you go through all of those and you do all those phases, and then they feel like, oh, I don't want to be like boy. I am a boy. You know what I'm saying? And the wording and everything that they say, then it's like that. And I got what she was saying. I was like, she ain't say nothing derogatory then. I don't get none of that was derogatory about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with
but that's all I saw. I don't know if it was more to it or whatever. I really didn't dive that deep into it because I was just like, I'm not gonna go down the rabbit hole and read all that shit today. So
I agree with you, Hannibal, and that's something that we all said. I think it was last week we talked about this, Rex. Either last week or the week before, and we were just saying that kids change their mind. I mean, they want one thing in 1 minute, and then next thing you know, they want something completely different. So, allowing a child to make that kind of decision at that age just don't make sense. So, I don't see why they jumped over Lil Mama for that. It's her opinion, you know what I mean, and her opinion has a lot of validity to it. It ain't like a off the wall, random ass bullshit, stupid thing to say. It has a lot of truth to it. So,
yeah,
get off Lil Mama back. You know what I mean? Get her back. She done had enough. I think
that's right. She had enough.
Yeah.
All around.
But moving on to some people that apparently hasn't had enough. In Tennessee, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but there were 4 state senators that voted against abolishing slavery for their state, because apparently slavery is still legal in the state of Tennessee as a state law. They were against abolishing it, and those state senators' names were Frank Nicely, Brian Kelsey, Janice Bowling, and Joey Hensley. I want to say that just so anybody out there in Tennessee, go ahead and vote them out next term, because these are people that are representing your state.
Hey, repeat it again for the people in the back.
Those state senator names are Frank Nicely, Brian Kelsey, Janice Bowling, and Joey Hensley. These people do not need to be representatives. people. One guy, I forget which one it was, but he said slavery was a myth. It was a myth. Didn't actually happen.
That guy.
That's not the first time I seen one of those people from the Caucasus Mountains say some shit like that. You know, I actually heard a professor say some shit like that. I dropped that class immediately.
Good thing. Smart move.
Smart move for real, man. And one of the ladies, no, not one of them, but the lady, she said it was too confusing to decide on about the bill. It was too confusing for her. So she'd rather just leave it the way it is. Because the way it is less confusing.
You know what that is? That's her basically saying, I got my whole political career ahead of me. I am not about to fuck this up. I'm going to go the way that they're going. And that's how it's going down.
Man, she live in Tennessee. She must be about to move to North Dakota because that don't make no goddamn sense. There's a lot of black people in Tennessee. Lots of black people in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And if Stacey Abrams has shown
Why
anything,
they still got the law in the books?
If she has shown anything, a red state can become blue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And especially with the amount of black people out there, it can be blue. So she must be about to move. She want to get reelected. I'm just saying.
I think she'll be all right. That's sad, but she'll be all right. She'll be all right.
Man.
Get out and vote, black people.
Yes, please do. Please do. Please do.
Yeah. Get out of there.
And more state fucked up news. Let me hit you out with another one. More state fucked up news. Kentucky. Yes, sir. Kentucky Senate
again.
Bill 211 says that it would make it a crime to insult a police officer. A crime if you cuss at a police officer or if you give a police officer the finger or anything like that, make any kind of hand gesture that would be considered an insult. How crazy that is. How crazy is that? I'm trying to. Matter of fact, I got the.
What if I call him a pig? That's an insult.
Going to jail.
If I call him a pig.
Going to jail.
You going to jail? Get him.
Going to jail. Yeah, it says mandates.
That's crazy.
Bill 211 mandates up to 3 months. I thought it was 3 months imprisonment for a person who accosts, insults, taunts, or challenges a law enforcement officer with offensive or derisive words, or makes gestures or other physical contact that would have a direct tendency to provoke a violent response from the perspective of a reasonable and prudent person.
So if I just walk down,
you mean like the same shit you be doing?
I just tell them second.
Here's my problem with this. Here's my problem with the wording in that statement, right? It's talking about a reasonable and prudent person. But you are a police officer. You're not a regular average person on the street. You're holding a position of power that has a certain level of responsibility to it.
What happened to sticks and stones, dog? What happened to sticks and stones may break my bones?
You know that.
But words hurt me, huh? What happened to that, huh?
See, these the cats that used to get picked on in school, and now they want to be a police officer and think that now I can rough you up because I got a badge and a gun.
Be going it, yeah, absolutely. That's how it goes down.
Man, I want to hear what you guys say about this one. What you got to say, sir?
They weak. They can't take no words. I just told y'all how I used to get teased. They ain't make me feel no different. Still love my black people. You know what I'm saying? Dog. It's just like, how fucking sensitive do you have to be to have a law like that?
Sensitive.
You got to be a sensitive motherfucker. Hey, all right, so you mean to tell me they get to arguing, somebody's arguing or whatever, and they fuck the police. Fuck the motherfucker, fuck the police. Oh, they can go and approach that person, and then they can, that's automatic 3 months for that person?
Automatic.
Fuck the police?
Up to 3 months.
3 months in prison?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the police? They probably, knowing them, they'll probably give a motherfucker the max to make a point, prove a point the first time.
You can't tell them fuck the police. You can't say that shit no more, man.
Yeah. Can't call them a pig.
Because if you tell a prudent person fuck you, they gonna react, right?
What makes them more important than me?
I don't know. Shit, the law.
They care more about them motherfuckers than the lives that they're supposed to protect.
That shit don't make no goddamn sense. So basically, you can't say nothing to the cops. Can't say shit, or they lock you up.
That's right. And to me, that's how they kind of writing this law, because we all know how people respond to the police of different color. White people, they get taken down easy. Black people die. And with this bill, being passed in the law, all they basically saying is, yeah, we got more reasons to lock y'all up now. Anytime we want, for any reason that we want. You can say anything. Just like if something you see some police harassing a dude and you be like, hey man, stop that or get off him. He might turn around and be like, hey, you're fucking up this investigation or whatever, and lock you up too.
Yep.
And then like you said just now, up 2-3 months, at first they're gonna start trying to prove a point and making examples out of people. They're gonna make them do them whole 3 months. Over something that silly is saying, hey, fuck you, or peg or whatever. When the police supposed to be way above that anyway.
Exactly.
But that's how they get down. The police should be, the whole police fraternity and the police system should be abolished, period. They need to just substitute it with something different, like a public safety officer or whatever. But the police system need to be abolished because it was started in blood as slave hunters. That's what they are originally are. So you cannot improve on that, redo that, or whatever. You started out as a slave hunter. Period. They need to get rid of that shit, man. I mean, it's ridiculous, but they're just trying to lock people up more often. That's all that is.
I wonder if they can just what if they just come on the street? How people might be just standing outside, whatever, and they just come up there and just start fucking with people. You can't even wave them off and leave us alone. You can't do shit. You can't do even if they fuck.
No, because you
you about to say, Rick?
Yeah, because your hand movements are threatening.
It's so stupid, man. Damn, boy.
Hey, I got one more on that, and I'm gonna add on something that Rex said. So you mean to tell me what they gonna do when a white man come up there? You crossed the line, pal. What are you gonna do then? You know what I'm saying? And his voice is in a threatening manner. You know what I'm saying? You're not his pal. You're a prudent person.
That's we've seen the videos of how white people will talk to the police. You know what I mean? We've seen that shit. They don't get
crossing the goddamn line, pal. I want your goddamn badge number.
Y'all remember the video with the man got pulled over for a ticket and he got so mad at the cop for pulling him over, he even throwing shit in his car. He break his rear view mirror and shit like that. He just been going off. See, he could get locked up for that shit, but they wouldn't.
Yeah. No, he can't, but we can.
Another thing, I want to step on something real quick. I don't know. Did y'all talk about that public safety? When you said the public safety officer, the guy in Texas, remember the family? I think it was Texas or somewhere. The family called. The police came and the police officer killed the father, or whatever.
Oh, all right.
Y'all remember that story? I can't remember. I want to say it was Texas. Yeah. All right. So come to find out, the son called for a public safety officer first, and a police officer was the one that came because they felt like he's been on the force long enough. He's had to deal with a lot of stressful situations. We'll just send him. They didn't send a public. He said they weren't supposed to send a police officer. They were supposed to send a public safety officer.
Did I hear about it? Yeah. Big difference, man. Big difference.
And then you said the police officer ended up killing
the father. Yeah.
That call to have somebody come.
No, the son called to have a public safety officer because they talked to his therapist and they're like, we need to get somebody out here.
Oh, okay. Right.
Mm-hmm. Because they this was something new. Like it hadn't been this bad. You know what I'm saying? So.
And killing the father. Hot damn.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want. Right. I know we had talked about it before, but that's you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to know because I remember the sentiment was that you should have called a public safety officer for the majority, and he actually did call a public safety officer.
And then the public safety officer or whoever he called sent the police instead.
Yep.
Training, bad training, man, bad training. I don't know what to say about that. But moving on. Now we're gonna move on to some more training and people that probably needed more of it. we gonna get into some sports.
Oh man, so first off, man, I want to ask y'all, how y'all feeling about this March Madness? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, turn that shit off. Ooh, turn that shit off. Nobody won't see no more of that crap.
Why so scarred, Rex?
Yeah, why you feel that way,
Listen.
sir?
They shouldn't even be playing no ball right now. It's a pandemic. Pandemic going on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, nobody got a mask on. It's not the body contact.
Get me.
Oh,
You get me.
Hey, they ain't just lose, dog. They got shot out the gym.
Yeah, they put it down. Hey, they put it down. You know, I'd be like, damn, you know, we can at least make a run. And once I didn't see a run coming, I ran out. I'm like, hey, let me get up out here if I get roasted. But you know,
Hey, because
all good.
number 4 for Colorado, I think it was. I forgot his number. Man, he was like their ass up. Every time it looked like the ball came off his damn fingertips. I said, God damn, she going in too.
It got so bad, man. After the game, the announcers been like, man, let me just practice jump shots right there, man. They just shooting and no hands in the field. It was no effort. I don't know what happened with Pat Ewing and his team, but he need to go back to the drawing board, dog. They supposed to show more heart than that.
Nobody ain't let him in the Wisconsin, man.
That was a clone.
Now Brown won't chime in. Now Brown won't chime in now, huh? Everything all good now, huh?
Yeah, Brown said the team's still going. Yeah.
Man, Brown, your ass, man. Hey, mute him. Mute Brown. Mute just Brown.
Yeah, my boy's still going. We still chopping. You know, we still chopping.
He ain't even had a chance. There ain't even nothing to talk about. At least our women in there. Our women.
Oh, don't worry. Y'all about to find out about Colorado.
Our women doing it.
Hopefully we go out there and play that defense that Leonard Hamilton like to play. You know what I'm saying? Get up in their face, make it tough for them. We just got to make sure we don't turn the ball over. We got a lot of young cats on the team, man. They get out there and turn that goddamn. God damn, he just hit that shit from Mars. Jesus Christ. Watch Syracuse do their thing right now. You know what I'm saying?
With all the upsets, man. Who y'all see really gonna take this thing? Cause there been some upsets, man. Ohio State is out. They gone.
Like they was gonna lose. I felt like they were gonna at least make it to the third round before they lost, but I guess not.
Yep, not now.
You know what I'm saying?
Syracuse balling for real.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I want to see my nose take it all the way, but this team ain't what last year's team was. This last year's team, they would have damn. I would be picking. I had them picked last year before the tournament even started because I was like, they had a lot of players on that team, a lot of good players and more consistent.
I don't know this. With I don't know this year. Oral Roberts beating Ohio State like that, and they saying Cinderella. I don't think they're a true Cinderella team. I think they just got that one win. Y'all think any of those teams that wasn't expected to win their matchups actually got a chance?
No. What's wrong with you? They Cinderellas, like how you say, dog. They getting a ride early before the party even over. Hey, your mom's outside. The ride's here. It's time to go. You know they gonna get put out in around the 16 or something like that. So, I mean, this is a nice story for right now, but once you get down to the prime time and the real juice of them brackets, dog, ain't no half dog.
Man, they use every prayer in the book.
But I'm gonna tell you like this, Oral Roberts. That's not the first time you heard that school's name.
That's the first time I ever heard of that team.
You come and watch this March Madness on a regular basis. Like they might miss it a year or two, but they'll be right back in there, shocking the world with the first round and a second round victory over somebody that they shouldn't have beat.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. Even the Gamecocks got to the Final Four. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad at it.
What Gamecock? What are you talking about? When this happened?
A while ago. Wow.
Yeah, it happened 4 years ago.
A long time ago.
4 years ago. 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
4 years ago.
Yeah.
That shit seemed like eternity, dog. Yeah.
It's gonna do. I ain't gonna lie.
I have to check the stats on that one.
I saw that shit on my memories list. I saw that shit yesterday on my memories shit. Oh no, the 19th, Friday. I saw that shit Friday.
Cause that dude played for the Nuggets, I think.
I don't know. He went to Portland, but I don't think it worked out.
I think he played for the Nuggets now. Cause he was in the playoffs in the bubble. With Portland, I think. And not Portland, but with them.
Thornwell. I think it was Thornwell. If he
Because
ain't
he was guarding LeBron.
if he wasn't sick, then we would have get to the championship, baby. Just let you know.
Oh my God. Oh.
But yeah, we're gonna move on and we're gonna keep it going
Thank
with
you.
basketball. You know what I'm saying? Because that woulda, shoulda, coulda, don't mean nothing.
Leave me alone.
What do y'all feel like the Lakers are going to do now that LeBron James is injured and could miss significant time?
A lot of losing. A lot of losing. That's what they could be doing. A lot of losing.
Kuzma,
they had
I mean, because
turned
the
it
best player on the
around.
team right now, who's Kyle Kuzma?
Kuzma gonna take over.
What?
You
Are you
said who?
serious? See,
Who you saying?
it's shit
Who?
like that. It's Kuzma. He just
What?
and
Who that is?
somebody mute him. Can we mute him? We can't mute the host. Damn it. We can't mute the host. We should definitely get a mute behind that. Kuzma.
Stay in
That
your
was
lane.
funny. That was
Exactly.
funny. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny.
Damn.
Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. Y'all know.
No, man. No, like
They're gonna do a lot of losing.
yeah, they gonna lose for sure. They gonna lose for sure.
Man, they gonna be
They had just turned it around.
man, they gonna be like Detroit Pistons losing, but they'll lose.
AD still out? AD out or he?
Yeah, he
Oh,
got a
yeah.
he got Achilles tendonitis. Now that shit take a while to come back from, bro.
Oh
He
yeah.
gonna
that ain't
be
nothing
out.
new. That dude can hurt every year. Hey, Q,
No,
will
he
you just not say a
probably
little while
can't
ago?
even- Say what?
I'm trying to find out what Q the body said a little while ago.
He said what you said.
Oh
So
yeah,
they'll,
oh,
they'll lose, but they won't do no Detroit Pistons losing.
Yeah.
yeah. I thought he said some smart ass shit like that. Yeah. See, that's why your team going down this shit right here, though. How about that?
You don't get him
Yeah,
mad.
I know he said something.
I say LeBron will be out about 3 weeks. 3-4 weeks. 3-4 weeks.
I think LeBron James' son will be in the NBA before the Pistons start winning the game.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Mm.
You still throwing shit at me. You still throwing stuff at me. See, that's all right. That's all right.
Oh, shit.
Hey, but I don't know,
What's
man.
going on
Like
in sports?
they better make. I think they need to make a that roster change, putting that young man in there at the center position was a smart move by them because they had been playing a whole lot better with him at center than that with Montrezl Harrell at center. I don't know what the hell they were thinking about putting him at center. Ridiculous. But that's another thing I want to bring up, man. We're gonna move over to this gridiron and we're gonna talk about this. New England Patriots out here saying, damn that. I see you, Tom, but let me come back and show you what I can do. I'm getting players back and we coming out here, we gonna make money, we gonna make this money out. You know what I'm saying? They done went out here and signed some key players, Jono Smith, tight end that came from Tennessee Titans. They done signed a couple of linemen, and they added a cornerback. I can't remember the names right now, but they made those additions. Do y'all feel like those additions of them and plus the players coming back who sat out during the pandemic last year, do you think that make them a playoff contender again? Or
No.
will they miss the playoffs again this year? Because they re-signed Cam as well.
They'll miss it again.
You think they'll miss it again?
Got no quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. They build up all
No
that
quarterback.
shit. They ain't got no quarterback.
Cam say he can throw that thing, man.
Cam,
They went out and
did
got
it.
him.
Stop it.
And what did Cam do this past year? What did he do?
They went out and got him. I mean, they finished
He
with
went out there.
7-9.
He went 7-9. He went 7-9.
7-9.
That's what he
7-9.
did. No playoffs. Yeah, that's what he did. He ain't
7-9.
go out there and do nothing. That's right. He ain't shocked the world or nothing. They got no QB. They can pick up all the dudes they want to pick up or whatever.
Oh, they picked up
7-9.
2 tight ends. They picked up 2 tight ends.
7-9.
Ball got to get to them, you know. The ball got to get over
Now
them.
he's pretty good at throwing the ball to the tight end. They can
7-9.
that way
Who
they
you
can
think
run
they
tight end sets. That way they can run 2 tight end sets and run the ball single back.
So you saying they're gonna do better than 7-9 next year?
I don't know what they're gonna do. Only team I'm worried about doing. Now you know what? They probably will be better than 7-9 this year though, because they getting key players back that sat out last year on their defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
That's what hurt
All
them
right,
a
I'll
lot.
give you that.
They probably will
8-8.
be better than 7-9 now. They
They probably keep Dalvin up there.
You said 8 and 8.
Oh,
You said
oh
8 and
man,
8.
you heard that? You heard that?
Yeah, I heard him. I know he ain't talking about his shitty Cowboys got the dude coming off with the gimpy ankle. And y'all give him all that money? That dude ain't even gonna be the same ever again.
If your quarterback come out with a broken hip and ankle too.
Yeah, exactly. So we in the same boat. So don't try to rub me or roast me. Bro.
He's our quarterback we had a couple years in the league. He said it's easy.
Man, wait a minute. Wait, hold up. Were y'all recommending? The season?
Probably like the same year.
Oh, he didn't get quiet now.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Damn, Brian, did you mute him this time? No, it wasn't the same as I reckon. And y'all, y'all win 4 games? Y'all win 4 games?
Huh?
5? Y'all won 4 games or 5? I can't remember.
6.
So you proud of that, huh? 6.
They won 6
and 10. 6 and 10. Go ahead, hear that.
I mean,
Yeah. Sit down.
I mean,
How about that? You know what? That's what. You know what, Brian? I just find my person. Brown ass going on my sit your ass down this week, dog. He's the one going. That's right. How about that?
Somebody other than me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Didn't Dolphins win one game for a whole season one time?
Y'all did the same thing, dog. What are you talking about?
We know it.
Oh, you ain't got nothing to say on that one.
Nah, that's back when we was before we was boys.
Let's get back.
Oh man, I don't want to hear that mess, man.
You know what, Brown? You
Yeah,
can't do this.
man.
You ain't even on the show today. You sidelining today.
Yeah, man.
I'm doing the same thing
on the show, man. We'll take a nap.
Let's get back to the original
We'll
question.
take a nap.
The original question was,
Get him
what
out of here.
the Patriots gonna do?
No, they went and made some.
I told you what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep the Dolphins at playoffs.
No, they went and made some. They made some good signings though, man. These ain't just no flash in the pan signings. They made some decent signings out there. You know what I'm saying?
I still say without a better quarterback. Let me say that, a better quarterback, because I don't.
They
think
ain't gonna win no Super Bowl. They can make
Cam
the
is
playoffs.
really in a position to move a team. I don't know. That's how I personally feel. But without a better quarterback, they probably be right back where they at. 7 and 9, 8 and 8, 9 and 7.
7 and 9. There you go. Yeah.
All right.
That's about average. Yeah,
You say 10 and 6.
I said, man.
I say 9 and 7. I say they flipped the record.
Okay. What's going on the gridiron?
All right, man. That's it on the gridiron, bro. For that aspect, other than Deshaun Watson, he got this thing going on, the battle to get out of Texas. You know what I'm saying? I've heard all kind of bullshit about that. Oh,
you railroading that man.
Yeah, the railroad. He paid these people to do this, so the Texans will release him. You know what I'm saying? I done heard all kind of shit. All I know is, the shit is crazy because the lawyer never came out and said anything about criminal charges. Straight up filed him for a civil suit.
And you talking about those allegations they got about those massage women, masseuse. That said that he was what are they alleging that he actually did though?
Forced them to massage him in his genital area. Yeah. That's what they do, ain't it?
No, I don't think that's part of the massage. I don't know which parlors you go to.
No, if you get it, he went and got like one say, oh, he asked if they massage his groin or whatever, or some shit like that. Like that gets done.
That's different. A groin, other than massaging his member or his, what I mean.
Oh, whatever.
Groin muscle is different from your actual ball sack.
Yeah. I'm like he forced them to perform acts on them. I'm like, okay.
I don't know. Personally, I don't like the fact that the way it rolled out. The way it rolled out from one person to 3 person, and now it's like 12 people that come out and say something. I don't like what's going on about surrounding it because he's trying to get away from Texas. Because when he first said he wanted to get away, ain't nobody said nothing. Why they wait until he standing his ground to start saying something like that? It just bothers me the way it's coming about. I don't like it. I ain't saying it ain't true. I just don't like the way it's coming about. That's all I'll say on that. Rex, you got anything you want to chime in on?
Oh yeah, you know I'm saying it ain't true. There's nothing in the young man's history. That's right. I stand there right by him. There's nothing in the young man's history to prove anything otherwise. Nothing at all. He's been a class athlete. a class dude. That's right. Put him. That's right. Square buzz. It's ridiculous the smear campaign that's going on against a young man, and you got one lawyer representing all these people. That don't sound fishy or look fishy. I mean,
He
Stevie
looks
Wonder can see
shady
this
too.
shit.
He looks
It's
shady.
ridiculous. Yeah, he
Blind
looked
ball.
very shady. You know, and to have this thing happening right now, everybody need to pay attention to character assassination and how they do you, man. I just got through watching United States versus Billie Holiday again the other day, man, because it's a real good story. But the shit that they do to black people that try to stand up or, you know, go for their own or just be independent. You know, that's how they try to break him down. And I feel sorry for Deshaun that he got to go through this because I know he's a better young man than that. I just got that in my heart. So prayerfully, hopefully he'll get through all this. He can go to another team and the Houston Texans could just drown in the marsh. How about that? So that's how I feel about that.
I feel you, man. I feel you on that.
I'm with you on that one. Definitely with you on that one, man.
Yeah,
So
it's disgusting.
that is.
I said the Dolphins pull the trigger down. We're gonna get the man.
Hey, he say tell the Dolphins to go ahead and pull the trigger and go and get it.
It might.
We done tank for Tua.
No, y'all
Nah,
got
we gonna see what we got.
y'all got Bissell.
We gonna see what we got first.
Y'all got who y'all
Yeah.
just pick up as a backup quarterback? Bissell.
Oh, Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett,
Yeah.
yeah.
Brissett, yeah, they picked up Jacoby Brissett.
Sure.
Yeah,
He might.
Yeah.
Dolphins, they picked up Jacoby Brissett to be the backup. He might end up winning the job, you know.
I doubt it.
Well, speaking of,
I doubt it. I stick with Mike Boone, dog. I stick with Mike
The
Boone.
knock on him, he got that Tyrod.
Listen,
he
you
got
know what?
that Tyrod Taylor
Y'all
knock.
too chirping and carrying on, but both of y'all team need Deshaun Watson, especially you in Atlanta. Y'all been shitty for a long time. And Mr. Dallas over there ain't won nothing since I've been in high school. So I don't want to hear his noise or his dribble. How
well,
about that? Hey, oh hell. You ain't
Well, you
win the
know-
damn thing since I've been in high school, dog. How about that?
speaking
Think
of
about
trashy, speaking of trashy,
Goddamn.
I
Yeah, I
got
just had to say something.
speaking of trashy performances, let's move into entertainment and talk
Yeah.
about
And I
this
just
trashy
report that
performance
first.
that we
Yeah.
saw on the Grammys last weekend.
all
Now,
right, man.
I'm gonna say it. Oh, go ahead. My bad, Hannibal. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, do your thing, brother. You bringing it up.
Yeah,
Look it up.
I want to say from me personally, I thought Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion performance was trash. Was trashy. I'm gonna say trashy. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing against the song. My personal opinion on the song is it's a great song, women empowerment, all that good stuff. I just don't think it's a song that should be on the radio.
You
And I don't
put-
think that's something that they should have performed at the Grammys. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion. I just didn't like it personally. And yes, I'm 42. I'm old.
Same for the strip club.
I ain't old.
All right, would you
Exactly.
what you gonna say on the Hannibal?
No, I want to hear what Rex got to say.
No, I won't go last. Cause I
You
go
wanna go
spoil
last?
for money. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, because I know I'm a spoil for money.
All right. So me personally, the Grammys, they the Grammys. It is what it is. They gonna have them perform some of the chart topping hits and all that. That just happened to be one of the it songs, the chart topping hits. They're surprisingly still getting spun on the radio. I don't listen to the radio like that other than talk show radio that I want to listen to in the morning. And I always hear the song get played. You know what I'm saying? Even on satellite radio, they wear that motherfucker out. You hear that motherfucker, that WAP come on and they jamming that shit. That shit is in major rotation. And I get it. That's how the artists get paid and everything like that. And I understand where my brother Prime is coming from. With the trashy performance. Like they could have put some more clothes on. Maybe they could have came out in the cat suit or something like that. Maybe that would have cleaned it up. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, that's not really a song that you would want kids to be hearing, but it's out there on the radio. Again, I say it's the consumer that has made these suggestions for this stuff to get played. Even though us, people like us, me, Prime, Rex, Q, that may not be the first thing that we get in the car and listen to, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But for a lot of people, that is. That's their song, that's their go-to song, that's their jam. That's what they listen to. well, we heard the raunchy stuff from Luke and everybody else in the past days. You know what I'm saying? Was it the first thing? Did we hear Luke on the radio? I don't remember hearing Luke on the radio, except for Raise the Roof. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And other stuff like that. Yeah. You know, and Shake What Your Mom. Oh, it's your birthday. You know what I'm saying? You got to play that. That's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like a lot of raunchy stuff, I mean, I guess this is the evolution of what he went to court for, the parental advisory. You know what I'm saying? this the evolution. This just shows you how far that can be pushed. And I don't want to take away from nobody's creativity or anything like that, but I felt like I really don't care about the performance that they had. I feel no type of way about it per se, or if it's that, because you know what I'm saying? I hear the uproar, but I also done seen like the Madonnas and other performers come out like that with that, you know what I'm saying? I would love for the sisters to, you know what I'm saying, to represent in a more classier way, but I like, you know what I'm saying, the song kind of entails for us to see the booty shaking, you know? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It kind of entails for it to be put out there to get done with the pudding pop, you know? It kind of entails for that.
All right, you finish your point. I want to hear what Rex got to say.
Yeah, I know what Rex gonna say. Get in it, Rex. Get in and do your thing, Rex.
Well, I mean, for me, man, you know, I agree with Prime. I thought it was trashy. I thought it was disgusting. Something, you know, that shouldn't be displayed on regular TV. And I can remember a time when they wouldn't allow that shit, you know. And even like, you know, y'all saying about songs on the radio, certain songs couldn't be played on the radio a while ago. They just wasn't having it. So a lot of songs, like real raunchy songs, like say Too Short, cuss words. Now, not only was that like a West Coast single or whatever, because that did come out as a single, but it was banging on the East Coast too, through regular cars, systems you heard or whatever. But you would not ever hear that shit on MTV Raps or on the radio or anything like that. The only time you could hear that song was in the privacy of your own home, where it should be. I think a lot of things going on right now, and just to touch on what somebody told me this week, they're like, yeah, you used to listen to Lil Kim and Foxy Brown. Yeah, that's true, but that don't make that shit right. Me and Prime done discussed this on multiple occasions, how a lot of the shit we did in the 90s been absolutely fucking wrong. And we should not have been able to do it. But somehow we was able to get away with it. And then them boy kind of capitalized on that, and that's all you hear now is that type of music. That type of music. You know, yeah. And for me, and I understand these two young ladies, but to me, they just ain't real creative artists to me. Because in a couple of years, they'll be forgotten. Because they only got one stick, they're a one-trick pony. All they can do is gyrate around and show off their ass. And after a while, they get old. You got to be versatile. You know, so for me, and I mean, I think neither one of the young ladies real aware of the responsibility and power that they hold. You know, and as far as calling that women's empowerment, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I was like,
you know, that's a contradiction, because the one thing about that they always say about women empowerment is they don't want to be seen as a sex object or anything like that. And that's all you saw last week. They had stripper poles, list and almost anything on, man, even scissoring each other like in a little porno and stuff. And I'm like, come on, man, we gotta do better than this. And I continue to say this, dog, until we learn to treat each other and ourselves with respect, the rest of the world will never do that shit for us, dog. We gotta start with us. And at some point, some adults gotta let these little younger ones know, hey, that's inappropriate. We ain't going with that. But the mighty dollar rule everything now, so it is what it is. You can't do nothing.
So
I know one thing for sure. I hate it here.
All right, go ahead, Q.
Hey man, so I'm gonna say a piece on that one too.
I want to say
watched a movie called American Skin about a month and a half ago, right?
Myself had not watched that movie yet.
So I think
you gotta watch that movie.
Rex, we all watch the movie, whatever. In the movie, there was a scene where they were talking back and forth, dialogue between the black guys and some black characters in the movie and some white officers. And the white officer said that he would never allow his daughter to bring a black kid home or whatever because they listen to that trashy ass rap music and shit, right? And the black character responded and said the reason why that music is so popular is because your kids buy that shit and continue to buy it, and you continue to pay for that shit for your kids. So that's why that music is constantly played all the time, and they keep recreating the shit to the wheel all the time with that shit. And the narrative of the movie was called "Time." It's time for to change the narrative. So if we continue to put the same bullshit out there, continue to act like fucking like in the words of Rex when he a little pissed off, act like monkeys, putting monkey shit out there, we're gonna always be seeing it in the same fucking light all the time. That we just we fucking the caveman, animal. We can't control ourselves. If our black women continue to perpetrate that shit on TV, on national fucking TV, I mean, and shit. And again, another thing I got, the damn Stagger name. Goddamn it, change it to Megan the Mare or something. Goddamn, anything other than that Stagger. Goddamn your horse. Shit.
My dog.
But yeah, I think the shit was just kind of class and trash. It was all around a piece of trash. I mean, it's been that way since that Lil Wayne brought his daughter and shit out to the fucking show that time, doing one of his songs performance. Brought his little 14-year-old daughter out there to performance. It's been trashy since that time anyway. So I don't watch shit. I don't care to watch it. I think they should just make that a private show somewhere. They don't put it on TV anymore. That's my stick. That's what my ramble for the day on that bullshit. Move on next up.
You had something you wanted to add, Hannibal?
Yeah.
Thank you, Brown.
So, but when we bring up the aspect of respect, in our response to it, though, I think some people, not y'all, some people really do cross the line, though, because when they get into it, like the disrespect they have for the artist per se. I'm like, some of y'all take that shit a little bit too far. Like the disrespect like that they have, that they say. I'm like, now that's when the respect line crosses. It's like, okay, the song, you don't like it. Me, I don't care. It's a fun song. You made it. Okay, cool. The performance, I didn't even watch it. Like I said, I don't watch the Grammys. I just think it's a trash ass show. It's nothing for me. I don't even watch the fucking BET Awards because hardly anything that I listen to shows up on the fucking BET Award list or the Grammys list. I mean, it might be a hit record, but the artists that I like, they're usually not gonna be there in those places. So I don't care to watch the shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, you still can be respectful. The most respectful thing you can do to diss someone, don't listen to that damn music. I just say, don't listen to it, bro. Like, don't listen to it. There's too many other music outlets where that's why I don't like to listen to the radio, because other music outlets out there where I can listen to exactly what I want to listen to and who exactly I want to listen to. Therefore, I don't care about all that other stuff. Better hope a song on a mixtape, because I probably would never go to your artist profile and look up a song.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, that make the most sense. Like, just don't support. You know what I mean? Just don't support the artist that way. And that's a singular. You can group it with a lot of people, obviously, but
yeah.
My problem is
why not the song with Beyonce? You know what I'm saying? That was a jam.
I got a problem with the people that make the decisions to green light these things. I get, all right, it's an idea, but somebody had to approve the idea. You know what I mean? And then once it gets approved, it gets okayed by somebody else. You know, those are the people that I have the problem with. Like, not just the artists, because the artists gonna make their song. Of course, they want their song heard on this platform, but the artist still got a responsibility to say, you know what? Maybe on this platform, this isn't the song that I want to be representative of myself to this genre of people or whatever the case may, what have you. And I get all about empowerment, sexual empowerment and all that stuff. I get all of that.
No, man.
That's
hold
not for
up.
everybody. That's not for
wait a minute.
everybody. Your sexual empowerment isn't for everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
they confusing that shit with women's empowerment, dog. And like I said, that's a contradiction. That's what really puts me off when I hear that. When I hear females talking about we just showing our power and y'all don't like it. That ain't showing no power.
You know
That's
what? A
showing
lot
how
of
you can be at the end of the day. And like Prime said, these people in these meeting rooms putting this shit together. There are no black faces in these meeting rooms, dog. And they're basically saying, well, this is what those niggas like. Let's show them this. Let's keep continuously showing them this. And the fact of the matter is, it ain't even got nothing to do with the adults or anybody that's might buy a CD or stream some shit or whatever. It got all to do with the kids that's watching this. These little girls that's watching this shit. These little boys that's watching this shit too. Because they get a false sense of what they really should be looking for in a mate later. That's why you see so many things getting fucked up now, because they always showing us in an ignorant light. They continuously show us in an ignorant light, man. And I don't know how people don't understand that and get to some point to be like, all right, I understand I'm making money, but at some point, you got to say, my pride bigger than this. I got to have my name out there. I can't have people looking at me a certain type of way. Long time ago, pride meant a lot of shit, dog. And all he said this shit a long time ago after he beat up George Foreman. A lot of black Americans have lost their pride, dog. And they replaced it with the dollar bill. Period.
Now, just to piggyback off of something you were saying, Rex, just real quick, and get to you, Hannibal. And then we're gonna move on.
yeah, I want to move on to talk about this Falcon Winter Soldier now.
Real quick is that again, no problem with putting out raunchy shit, but find some balance, man. That don't let that be the only idea or picture that people have of what you represent. Put something else out to help balance it. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to get that back in the day. Yeah, we had some raunchy shit, but then we got some balance to it too. You know what I mean? I mean that from even the same artist, even like Nicki Minaj, even though she would have some raunchy shit like Anaconda, she would still come out with something that was still inspirational to a degree. You know what I mean? So do something to have balance. That's all I say. You know what I mean? I don't do your thing, but just don't represent one light. It's a lot of light being shown. Just don't represent one shade. That's what I mean. But
Hey, I don't want to take away from nobody dollar bill or nothing like that. I don't want to take away from nobody's expression of their art or of themselves, however liberating it might be. Your expression may not be or fit the mold for everyone, you know what I'm saying, to enjoy. But, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to take away from it. But like you said, expand your creativity and talk about other things. I don't listen to their catalog. I don't extensively listen to their catalog. So I can't tell you if they do talk about other things. I know, you know, they have created songs because I've heard them on mixtapes or something like that, where they're not talking about the raunchiness or aspects or other shit like that.
And you know, Cardi B's album, her album was range. It had some range to it. So I know she could do those other type of songs.
You know what I'm saying? It just, and I'm gonna just say this. I don't want to see nobody take away from the art form, but you know what I'm saying? Challenge yourself to make a hit just the way you made that hit. Yeah, that's easy to make a hit, but challenge yourself to make a hit out of something that's inspirational. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Challenge yourself to do that. And I was saying, like, I don't despise anything, no raunchy music. You know what I'm saying? You don't put it out there, do your thing.
You said it perfectly. Challenge yourself to make
just challenge yourself to make other stuff. Like you say, Cardi, you like you said, she had other things that she talked about. And that, I mean, I remember people talking about that.
We'll put a button on it from there. We done drag on a lot about
that. Yeah, let's go. But man, this week, man, we had two surprises. First thing we're gonna talk about, man, the one big surprise is that Snyder cut, boy. That Snyder cut. How much the difference is from the original was somewhat shocking, but not too much shocking, because I had been following everything that was going on. And I understand why Ray Fisher felt the way that he felt, because his character of Cyborg needed that film, and why WB and Josh Whedon decided to cut all of that story that was intricate to the plot of the movie, why they decided to cut all of that and then make Batman goofy and all this other stuff, why they decided to do that, I have no idea. That 2017 version needs to be taken off the shelf. Matter of fact, they can sell that at the Dollar General for $1.
That's the bootleg version.
Yeah, that's the bootleg version of that movie. That's definitely the bootleg version. That was trash. Yeah, that was trash.
Rex, what you got to say on the new movie, the new version of the movie? Let's say that.
Well, you know, of course, I loved it. I set aside a whole block of time the other day just to watch it. I had to be off.
You have to.
You have to, man. Hey, listen, it's 4 hours.
Boy.
Yes, sir. It got packed. You got to be prepared, man. You got to have your snacks, your party favors, and all that good stuff.
Sheesh.
But I mean, from what Hannibal said too, they did Cyborg way better justice in this one than the first one. Because in the first one, you were like, why this dude even part of the team? He serves no purpose at all. But in this new one, you know, you saw his ways and everything about him. You saw how powerful he was and the shit that he can do. The story just came together perfectly. A lot of parts that they left out in the original, they put in this one, and it just made it make more sense. To me, my favorite part, and I just got to say this, was that first Flash scene where he was in the store and the pretty little girl walk out and the accident was about to happen. That dude went out there, caught her, put her down, and still had time to get back in the store to play with the dogs before anybody could see him.
Hey, we got the hot dog. He got the hot dog so he can get the job.
And you know, and at first hand, I'm like, why are you grabbing that hot dog? Because it was kind of getting kind of weird because he was stroking her hair. And then he grabbed the hot dog. I'm like, wait a minute, what are you going to do with that hot dog? But, you know, then I realized, okay, that's why he grabbed the hot dog. Way to go, young man. Barry Allen, that's my dude. But I mean, it's one of the best DC movies that I put out by far in a long time. So I don't know what they're gonna do. They even had well, I don't want to spoil it for nobody, but they had Martian Manhunter in it. So we might get a little. They had the Martian Manhunter in it.
Hey, they ain't seen it by now. They on the rock, bro.
Right, yeah. So that's why I felt comfortable with spilling the beans. So
yeah,
but yeah, I think hopefully they'll do another one, and I think we'll get to see Darkseid come down and rip some shit up because that's what I want to see. You know, but
I don't know if they will get a chance to do another one because you got to think they got to try to bring back Ben Affleck. They got to try to bring back other characters. That was Ray Fisher.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to see what I think about the movie real quick. It was definitely.
He about to be a killjoy right now.
It was definitely better than the first Justice League. No question. Definitely better. It was a decent movie. I did not like the Flash at all. I thought the Flash was an absolute waste of a character. I didn't think that they developed him or showcase him properly at all. I thought that was bullshit the way they showed the Flash. Who the fuck runs like that?
The running stride, yes, but the actual plot in the movie with him in it.
Oh no, the plot was fun. I just talking about the character. Right. So the character that they had as the Flash was awful. It was hard to watch him. I didn't like his personality. I thought the personality was dumb. It was not even very indicative.
That's how he is, though, dog. In the comics, that's how he is.
No, that was a goofy version of the Flash.
No, that's how he is. Watch the DC animated movies too.
That shit was too goofy, man. That shit was
actually the first movie. He was actually goofier in the first movie.
He was goofier in the first.
I didn't like him in the first one either. I just didn't like the Flash at all. But I did like the movie. I did like the movie. It had some weird parts to it, but I did like the movie as a whole. But it was 4 hours. That shit it took me like 3 days to watch that shit.
Did you like the black and white Superman? That's what I want to know.
I thought it was pointless to put him in them colors. I ain't understand why.
No, it's not pointless. Whenever he dies, he has to the blacks, and plus his original suit was torn.
Well, no, when he was doing the walkthrough, they had his suit was right there to the left.
But the black suit gives him the ability to get his strength back. It soaks up more of the sun.
Listen, you asked me what I thought. I didn't get the point. You asked me what I thought. But overall, I did enjoy the movie. Overall, I did enjoy. I just didn't like the Flash. Flash was complete completely a train wreck to me. His suit was ugly. His suit didn't make no goddamn sense. The lightning shit. That's like,
He
come
made his own suit.
Now he makes lightning when he runs.
It's
That's how
the
fast.
Flash. What you
And-
talking about?
And on top of that, Justice
He just
League was
going there and
informed. The Justice League was informed 20 years after Batman had been Batman.
He was pretty fucking old when the Justice League was formed, dog. He
It
was
was
old
not
as shit.
20 years. It was not 20 years after he had been the Batman.
No, he was pretty fucking old when the
Oh,
Justice League was formed.
Listen, all I'm saying, there was some inconsistency. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But anyway.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right. It's always one.
Well, fine, it was a DC movie, man.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck you think? But
let's get to the next phenomenon that came out.
all right, man. Oh, fucking hater. Goddamn.
Oh man, you call me here.
Anyway, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, dog. Marvel came back. It was like, all right, we gave you one division first, you know, so just to give you a little bit, a little spoonful of, and taste this. But now you look like you didn't got to the meat of the potatoes of what Marvel does. And they out there showcasing that we can make TV shows, but we can make them feel like movies. And that's exactly what Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the first episode, felt like to me. It felt like a movie. I like the way it came on, showed him doing the mission, showcasing his abilities with his flight suit on, showing why he is special, that he is an average man up there taking on criminals and those that probably have a little bit more juice than what he got, and putting it and doing his thing. I think it just showcased how agile he was with his flight suit. And I just like the way they fleshed it out. They had Bucky Barnes showing his character and how he's dealing with everything, because you got to assume that he has a hell of a lot of PTSD from everything that he went through. And it's showing him out there going through the meetings and the counseling, and it's showing that your boy going through financial troubles, that for 5 years he wasn't around. Like, to us, you are nothing, dead. You know what I'm saying? And showing just how people are treated when they are heroes and people know they're heroes for the country, and they just, oh, fuck your black ass. Can't do shit for you. You know what I'm saying? And how the nation turned their back on him, stabbed him in the back after he gave up the shield. To see it on national TV. Should never gave it up. Should have kept it.
Never did that. Now I
With a jokey white dude.
So I thoroughly enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was a great episode. Great first episode. And first opening action sequence, that shit been dope as fuck. Now it made me finally see his relevance and importance as the Falcon, like really showcase what he actually can do in comparison to everybody else. Like you were saying, Hannibal, I like that shit was just.
You didn't watch Winter Soldier?
Yeah, I watched the Winter Soldier, but it didn't really showcase. It didn't really give him an opportunity to show what he really could do in the Winter Soldier. I don't think so.
Yeah, it did. It showed you he was
no, the shit that they showed in Falcon was way beyond how they really showed it in the Winter Soldier. Like his cunningness, because it was just him. He didn't have nobody else helping him. It was just him.
He wasn't being helped in the air in Winter Soldier, brother.
Oh, what you mean? You talking about when he was flying? When he was trying to?
He wasn't being helped.
What I mean is just him by himself, man.
Yeah.
They wasn't showcasing nobody else doing any hero shit but him in that sequence. Is what I'm talking about, man. He was a part of a team that was doing the attack. He had a role to play. Somebody else had a role to play, and they were all work together to do some shit.
You couldn't see his ability then.
They didn't showcase. I don't think they showcased it.
Did you not watch the movies?
Nigga, is this my opinion or not?
Go ahead.
God damn. It's my motherfucking opinion.
Hey,
Shit.
but you know what? I gotta
they showed
agree
it
with
that
you,
well.
man.
And Winter Soldier, they showed it a way better in the episode, man. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier, man. And I appreciated it. I appreciate them showcasing it and actually expounding on what he really can do. You know what I mean? Because that shit in the caves, with the canyons and shit like that shit was dope. Like the fact that he survived that shit, that was dope. He wasn't doing nothing like that on the Winter Soldier movie. Sorry.
He was getting shot at by them big ass fucking guns.
I
out there.
said in the caverns, nigga. Yeah, he been getting shot at both times. He been getting shot at in caverns and shit. He was in the open air. He
I
was in the
mean,
open
man.
air on the Winter Soldier.
Quentin Jet chasing the man. I don't know. Yeah,
In the
go ahead.
open air.
Yeah,
Not
fight
in
the
close
Winter
quarters. Not in close quarters like that. That shit to me is different. It's different to me. I appreciated it. So I thoroughly enjoyed the episode. I
I'm
can't
glad. I'm glad you seen it now. I'm glad you seen it. The brother's real.
Yeah. I very thoroughly appreciate him now. Rex?
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, you know, after I got to come in behind all that, y'all didn't take all the fire, but it was very
That was
good,
my
very
thing.
interesting, very exciting first episode, man. It got me glued in, man. And I agree with Prime. I mean, they really showcased what he really can do. You know, with his suit and his flying ability and all that or whatever. But it's gonna be interesting to see how they break this down because him and old boy got to work together, and we didn't see really too much of that in the beginning. And it was kind of good that they showed the Winter Soldier going through a lot of stuff, regular stuff, kind of put you in the mind of what happened to Captain America, you know, when he first came back, you know, because he's like 100-something years old, so he got to get caught up and shit. But
Mhm.
I think they did a real good job on that, and I just interested to see the rest of the episodes. So.
Let me tell you what that was really about, though.
What?
It really showcased how America treats its veterans.
Yep. I was just about to say that.
Yep.
It really
sure does.
does showcase
Mhm.
how America treats its veterans.
That's
Yep.
and I ain't thought about that.
Mhm.
I got
That's what I was
quick-
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why they got the.
I got
Because on the, if you hit the details button, they got that in the disclaimer. They were like, you know, a certain scenes in this episode that might trigger an opinion or action from somebody, so such and such or whatever. But I'm like, yeah, I know what time it is with that.
I got a
No.
question. This
And once
is
I
for,
saw the scenes, I'm like, yeah, okay.
this is for Hannibal and Rick, because y'all two are more comic book aficionados, way more than I am. So my question is, at the end of Endgame, when Cap was given the shield to Sam, he was old as fuck, right?
Mhm.
Right? How come the Winter Soldier
Mhm.
is not as old as that when he had never been on ice?
You got to
Yeah, he
think.
been killing people for 70 years.
Yeah, he wasn't. They would always put him back on ice. They would use him to assassinate somebody and put his ass back on ice.
You said Civil War when they had to do it on ice, all on ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that part. But
Yeah, he used to be on ice.
But for what extended amount of time?
He was never like they would use him for a job, then put his ass back to sleep. Because remember when he went there to do a job there, they had put his ass back to sleep there. They didn't let him stay out too long because it would deprogram him. That shit only worked for so long.
Because remember in the episode, he was like, he been doing assassinations for, was it, he said 90 years or 70 years? I couldn't remember which one it was. I think he said 90.
Yeah, but he
90
for
years.
years.
He's like 100 or
years.
something, right?
Yeah.
6.
I don't know. I just thought that was a little bit baffling.
No,
He wasn't on consistent ice.
no, they
Anyway.
would take him out of cryogenesis and then put him back on it.
So I'm just nitpicky about that. But anyway, carry on.
I thought that was understood. But now, like
You know, they all juiced up and all that shit anyway, so they ain't
Huh?
like regular dudes.
yeah,
They all
And
juiced
plus,
up with that super serum anyway, so they ain't like regular dudes.
when Captain America came back, you gotta think he went to a whole different timeline. So we don't know what happened in that timeline, how long he was over in that timeline. We don't even know how old he was right there.
Right. Yeah, it was just a quick question. And
if you notice, that shield isn't like the shield that Captain America had. That shield is, you know what? I thought about something. When at the end of Endgame, when he gave the shield to Sam, Sam says it feels like it's someone else's. And Captain America said, well, it isn't. What if in the future that is Sam's shield?
how?
Oh, I think it will be.
He was in a different timeline, remember? What if he got that from the future? What if he had lived past this timeline? He got that from the future. That was Sam's shield. Well, he was Captain America in the future, in an alternate timeline.
You know what?
And that's his shield. That's why he tells him, he says this feels like someone else's, and Captain America responds, well, it isn't. What if it's because it's his in the future? Because his stuff, it has compartments on that shield where it looks like they lift up and they have tech with the shield.
Could be, man. Could be. I don't know. I know that was an asshole move to give it to the government. They got the new Captain America now. I'm interested to see
exactly.
What the fuck is this? Who is this Captain America guy they got? Who is this?
U.S. Agent John Walker.
Oh,
I thought they was gonna have John Cena playing that role. Huh?
Is he juiced up?
I think he's gonna be. I don't think he is yet, but I think he's gonna be.
I know one thing. Sam gonna get that shield back. I don't know how he get it back, but he gonna get that motherfucker back.
White guy gonna fuck up. They go and they call back man and they check.
Yep. You heard it here first, guys.
I ain't what he said.
The white guy's gonna fuck up, and they're gonna call the black guy to come in here and clean it up.
Black people always gotta come save America.
Yeah.
Like
hot damn. All right. Moving on to saving America, black men, like we do. That's what we do. We're gonna jump into some meat and potatoes and we're gonna ask us a question.
Oh.
Rex, I want you to ask this question because this is something that you posted.
Oh shit.
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
Well, the question I did post to fellas was why some women ain't cooking? You know, I'm not gonna say that's their duty, you know, because you know, that might not be politically correct, you know, whatever.
Please don't say that.
I'm just trying to figure it out, you know, because it's a bad epidemic happening nowadays where I see little kids, you know, they eating, but they eating more fast food, processed food, stuff like that. Nothing cooked, you know, no home cooking, you know, that's made with love. And I always thought that was a real main thing about, you know, fixing a meal. Like I can remember first thing would happen once I walk in my grandma's house. Hey, baby, you're hungry? You need something to eat? That's the first thing, you know, because it's a loving thing to do. So I'm trying to figure out why a lot of ladies, not all, but a lot of ladies don't cook for their peoples no more. What y'all think about that? What you think, Prime?
I'm gonna say something.
No, Prime. Go ahead.
I'm gonna play a slight devil's advocate, but I am going to agree with you, Rex. I'm just gonna add in a little slightness of devil advocate. Now, what I've heard women say, and I don't even think it's a good excuse, is that they work a lot and they don't have time to cook, or they're too tired to cook. And here's why I have a problem with that statement. Single mom homes, they cook a lot of. Growing up, my mom was a single mom, and she cooked. She cooked damn near every day. If it wasn't every day, it was leftovers. You know what I mean, something like that. But for the most part, she cooked. You know what I'm saying? Even though she worked 8-9 hours a day, whatever have you. And a lot of these females, sometimes they feel like when they live in this household where they have to work as well as the man has to work, a husband, whatever, that they don't feel like they should have to cook. But I'd be like, that's bullshit. If the man wasn't there, you still got to work. That don't mean you don't have to cook.
Right.
So I mean, I don't get the excuses that people try to say about this isn't a traditional, the man works, pay all the bill. And I'm speaking mainly of a two-person household where the man does all the work, pays all the bills, the woman just cleans and cooks. It's not that anymore. Women are working, they're paying half of the bills too, yada 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 yada. That shit don't mean nothing to me. It doesn't matter. The food still need to be fed.
I'm for the kill.
Can I play devil advocate real quick?
I'm for the kill all this shit right now.
You just said something. Man. You said they paying half the bill shit, right? Yeah. I think that's what they trying to say. But they pay half these bills, then you better get in the cook too, motherfucker.
Nah, fuck that. Because unless you doing some shit that I mean, I really don't know how to phrase it. I don't understand why, just because you got to work and pay the bills too, pay some of the bills too. I don't understand what I mean. You ain't got to cook.
Let me tell you for real, Prime, what it is, man. A lot of these niggas ain't shit these days.
Well, I can't speak for them.
They doing the thing they're supposed to do, man.
I can't speak for them niggas.
I'm
I
Oh,
can't
shit.
speak for none of them
We
niggas,
gotta
man.
expand the conversation outside of just us. A lot of
I
these niggas
cannot
ain't
speak
doing
for
But
it.
you know
niggas.
what?
I had a homegirl, I had an
But at the same
ex-coworker.
time,
Hold on, Rex, before I let you say, I had an ex-coworker who
I mean, give me
had
a
a who had a guy, right? She had a significant other, and he wasn't shit, but she still made sure she got home and cooked. Even though she knew he wasn't shit, she would still make sure she cooked, regardless. So it ain't got to be, it ain't like just the man not being shit can't just be the reason. You know what I mean? Because she
that's
still
all right. That's
went,
what I'm about
even
to
though
say.
she knew he wasn't shit, she still went home and cooked. So that just got to be in him or not in him.
Hey, Prime, I wasn't speaking just of dudes. I mean, a lot of these niggas ain't shit. Female niggas.
You talking about females too? Damn.
So I got this to say. So you know, I'm gonna say this first. Back a while ago, I took a sociology class, and this topic actually came up. And it did. So we did this, and we did our research, and we, you know, so we came up, and a lot of the answers or excuses that we came to find were that the economic climate change was a reason why a lot of home cooked meals weren't, because things were much more fast paced now. You know, that part. A lot of women lie about the hours that they work. They say they do everything for themselves, but it was proven that a lot of families are disjointed, and a lot of women work on a regular 12 hours because they're working in plants now. So it just came up with that. That's what the book said. But this is my thing. My mom used to cook, but she ain't cook every day. I wanted some of these women think they gotta cook every day, because you ain't gotta cook every day. If that nigga don't like leftovers, that nigga ungrateful. I'm just tell you that right now. If you demanding that a woman cook I don't want a home cooked meal every day, because you cook something big on Sunday, I'm gonna eat that bit probably Monday and Tuesday.
Right.
You know what I'm
Usually
saying?
what you're supposed to do. Cook
You know what I'm saying?
Like, then on Monday.
I hope they ain't thinking they gotta cook every day. Like, cause my mom ain't cook every day. You know what I'm saying? And she might cook during the middle of the week. Oh, your ass better make you a fucking nice deli sandwich. She might fix some tuna or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, she worked. She was tired when she came home. Plus, I was in sports and shit. So somebody got to come work a little late and come pick them up. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again, my stepdaddy would cook. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a little something like that. But for the most part, like, my mom was like, all right, I'm going to prepare something for dinner, and this is what's that. You got food in here that you can eat, and there's other food in here that I made some tuna. If you want to make a tuna sandwich, you can make that. You want to make another sandwich, get you some chips and all that stuff. Is that in the third? I done heard women that I've dated, they like, I don't think no man should eat a sandwich for dinner. Like, bitch, like, please don't fit me all that shit before I go to bed, because I really ain't feeling that heavy shit today. I'm cool with just eating me a nice sandwich that I just made with some chips or whatever, because that's all I want. We done ate heavy all the other week. But some women, they just plain old motherfucking lazy.
Very true.
They ain't never cook. It's
Very
McDonald's
true.
all the time. It's goddamn it's just always takeout. Maybe they can't cook. Maybe they never learned how to cook. I don't know, but cookbook is easy to follow. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I paid attention when my mama was in the kitchen cooking. Hell, you know what I'm saying? She per se teach me how to cook. I just paid the fucking attention. And then I would ask questions. So that's how I learned. But I don't know. I just think they fucking lazy. The ones that just say they don't, or ones that say they don't, I just think it's a lot of laziness. I know the economic growth and the climate change has changed, and everybody works different hours, and more hours are being worked. It's not a lot of stay-at-home wives or all this other stuff. But I also know, like, a lot of motherfuckers is lazy. You know what I'm saying? You may be tired, but you can get in there and prepare something. You can do something real quick. They got quick meals that you can cook. They got all the other shit. Just say you ain't doing it because you don't want to cook. Just say that shit. Or you can't. Just say it. Just say that. You know what I'm saying?
I want to hear what you got to say on this, Rex. I know you feel pretty strongly about this.
Oh, I mean, my thing is, I come from a household where cooking, was like a form of affection, and I think that's why still harp on to this day. Like when I see, because I can tell you right now, I've heard females tell me straight up, I don't cook. I ain't got nobody to cook, and they have kids, they have children, and in my mind, I'd be like, well, damn, you ain't even gonna cook for the little ones? You really that selfish? To me, you kind of show a little selfishness about some females or whatever, for the fact that they just and your dude ain't gotta be he ain't gotta be great, whatever. But I mean, especially if you got kids in the house, you gotta cook. You gotta fix something.
Yeah.
Make them something that's, from the heart, and find out what they like. Cooking brings families together. You can cook meals, sit down and eat or whatever. But
At least on
most of
Sunday.
the time,
And yeah, at least on Sunday. God damn.
At least on
Yeah.
Sunday. Now, and
you're right.
I've heard women say, you know what? I can't cook. Well, bitch, you better learn a dish or two. You know what I'm
Like I
saying?
said,
I ain't
a
never heard no
cookbook
female say
ain't
no one
shit
from.
to follow. It's instructions, bitch.
Like, learn a dish or two. If you can't make spaghetti, that's bad.
Hey,
If you can't make
like
spaghetti,
quick
then that's
meal.
bad.
Something wrong.
Spaghetti
And
is like
another
the
thing,
easiest thing to make.
like you say, the girls say, "Oh, I gotta cook and I gotta clean and this and that." You got children, don't you? Make that what dog. I swear to God, dog, like make them motherfucker wash dishes. They 10,
Right.
9, 10 years old. Wash the motherfucking dishes. You just say, "Hey, I ate this goddamn food."
Yep.
You don't work the damn job.
Yeah, man.
Wash the goddamn dishes.
That's good. And that's good quality family time. Wash the dishes together, hang out or whatever. To
Man,
Right.
me,
no.
it just seems like
Do
a
y'all
lot of
still sit to
meanness.
the table
A lot
and
of
eat dinner?
meanness.
Washing dishes ain't no damn family time. Get that out of here, man.
Yeah, no, there ain't no family time. That's
Ain't no family time.
that's chore. That's work. That's labor. The dinner was family time.
Well, guess what? Invite a damn daddy. Washing dishes is family time. Get your ass in here and wash these. Come on, let's wash these dishes. And I'll supervise.
No,
That's
ain't no
our family
come
time.
on. Oh yeah, I'll support you from a distance. Damn boy, you want the hell out of dishes.
Yeah, I know, right? My son be washing. I'm like, all right, good job. As I walk by, as I walk past,
Yeah. Put them to work. Put them to work.
not helping.
But I noticed that a lot of women don't make their kids do that shit now.
Man, I'm just it's just like you say, Rex, man. Just the memories of how it was with women. For me growing up, like especially with grandma and with my mom, like they cook and like you said, Hannibal, not every day. It wasn't every single day. However, at least out of 7 days, they would cook at least 3. At least 3 of those days. It was
2 to 3, at least 2 to 3. Oh, they gonna prepare something for your ass.
at least 3 days they gonna cook. And Sunday was definitely gonna be one of those.
What about the feminist movement? You think they're responsible for some of this shit?
Could be.
Hell
ain't got
yeah.
bed.
Hell, could be. Hell, absolutely yeah.
I don't
Yes.
know about
Yes.
that.
You don't need to back up from the screen prime. You don't need to back up because we're gonna talk
Hell
to
yeah.
you.
You try to fade away now?
Right.
I don't know about that. I don't know if the feminist movement has something to do with them not cooking.
Are you serious? That's the main thing they always be talking about. That's not
They
our
don't
job.
want to be in no kitchen.
They ain't
Right.
mama.
It's one thing to
Right.
refuse
I
to
ain't
cook
asked you to
and
be my
then
mom.
can't cook. It's one thing to refuse to cook, and then it's another thing to just not be able to cook at all.
But some of them are using that as an excuse.
Like y'all said a couple of minutes ago, instructional books. Reading is fundamental. You can read a recipe and put that shit together, man. It's no excuse. You can Google that. You don't even get no book nowadays, dog. It's no excuse. There is absolutely no excuse.
You could cook most shit in the oven at 350, dog.
Boom. Boom. Just like that. I can do that.
I gotta get out here.
All these cooking shows on TV, Instagram.
350, 375. Universal around, dog. You bake chicken.
This is true. This is
Wait a minute,
true.
hold up. Prime, will you mumble this now? You gotta go and cook. That's what you about to say?
Yeah, but I cook Sunday dinner at my house. But there's a difference. I like to cook. I like cooking. You know what I mean? I enjoy cooking. That's what I like to do.
Yeah.
But if
That's what we say.
I don't cook
A lot of them females
throughout
don't
the
like
week
to cook.
though. I don't cook throughout the week. You know what I mean? Sunday's the only day I do cook. So, and I always make good Sunday dinner. I'm the best cook in this house. Let me say that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
In the-
see?
We gonna
So I
Edit
only
that
cook
footage.
Huh?
Edit that for the
keep that shit in there.
We gonna edit
We
now.
want her on the next show. We want her on the next show.
The only
we want-
time we edited is when I say some dumb shit for our end of the year episode. And they did sit your ass down like 4 times.
Oh
Only
yeah,
time we
you ain't gonna
edit.
never live that down. You can never live that down. Mm-mm.
Only time
Boy.
we edit.
Man, Syracuse.
Anyway,
shooting.
man. But anyway, man. Yeah, that was our meat and potatoes, man. I think that good question, Rex. We don't really know the answer. We don't have any women on that can defend themselves or give their point of view. Maybe we get somebody to come on next week that rebut that point. But we
Ain't
gonna
nobody
move
coming
on.
on for that foolishness. They can come on here with that foolishness if they want to.
But I know a lot of women that work like them long ass hours as nurses or whatever, or work in factories and shit like that. And they still cook, you know what I'm saying? Like but it ain't they ain't nothing extensive. They might maybe throughout the week, they might, fix something real quick or whatever. But
they made hamburger helper. They got the pots hot. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just went and got McDonald's. You know what I mean? To feed the kids. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Could be, like you say, could be a goddamn grilled cheese sandwich. But you cook something for your kids, man. You cook something for your household. I don't give a fuck. Just cook.
You showed the effort. You know?
Dog, I knew the order.
Just cook, damn it.
I knew the order.
You know who was
You know what?
Sunday, cook. Monday, Tuesday.
Forget all that.
I hope Mama cook on Wednesday. She might cook or she might fix some tuna. Hell, sometimes I enjoy having the tuna because it usually get a liver on
listen.
fucking.
Hey, Rex.
Hey, Prime.
Huh?
Hey, Prime, forget all that, dog. That's their job. That's their job. I said,
wait a minute. I ain't say that.
That's your job. I said, I couldn't hold it no more. I couldn't hold it no longer.
Rex say that's their job. Hey,
Rex,
before
y'all jump off that, we were talking about a song earlier, right?
Yeah.
What's the lyric? I thought it was some lyrics in one of her songs.
I don't cook and I don't clean. Yeah.
But still got that ring. That's Cardi B in the WAP song. Yeah. I ain't say that. Nah, you talking like Burger King.
So you know what that means. That means they only good for one thing. Steady pushing. That's it. That's it.
Those are the words of Rex Devereaux. They do not represent everybody on this panel. They do not represent everybody on this panel, okay?
Hey,
I noticed how everybody kind of claim up when I said that.
Brother, come back. Come back, brother.
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
I noticed how everybody came up on that one.
I don't want you to get jumped on the street.
Hey,
man.
you see how my arm extended? Come back, brother. Come back. Come back.
Hey, Prime, listen. I ain't got to worry about that, man. Everybody know me.
Hey,
I'll tell you something. But I said what I said.
Hey,
yeah. Exactly.
We have some death threats.
Send all your messages directly to Rex Devereaux, REX. All right, man.
Exactly.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap the thing up, man. We're gonna get into sit your ass down so we can put a knot in this thing, man.
Run it down.
I am going to go first this week for sit your ass down. I'm going to go first. On my list for sit your ass down today, I have all you sneaker raiders. Yes, I call them sneaker raiders. All you motherfuckers that gotta go to every goddamn sneaker store or got your people in the sneaker store that as soon as the shoe drop, you got your shit sit to the side, or you buying 8 pairs of the damn sneakers and shit so you can upsell, resell on StockX or all these other resale sites and shit like that. Fuck you. All right. It's regular people like me that like to just go to the store and try on some sneakers and buy some shit, man. Everybody don't want to order shit online. Everybody don't have a plug all the time. But god damn it, leave something for the rest of us. I'm tired of you motherfuckers, man. Shit is it's getting out of hand. It's getting really out of hand. With that said, I'm gonna have to find me a sneaker plug now because I can't go to the stores to find no goddamn sneakers. I'm not an online shopper, okay? I like to put it in my hands, man. So y'all you sneaker readers, man, fuck you. And that's gonna sit your ass down for this week.
Dang.
Rex, who you got for your sit your ass down, sir?
Well, we just talked about it a few minutes ago. I have no honorable mentions this week, but to all those young ladies that don't cook, sit y'all asses down. Now I'm gonna get it straight. Don't come at me if you cook and you do the right thing. Don't try to defend people you ain't supposed to be defending. Shut up. Be quiet. I talking to the people. I talking to the people, to young ladies that don't cook at all. Period. Talk about they working 12-hour days. Well, what you doing with the other 12? What's going on? What's happening for real? Come on, man.
See what he
I want all of them,
Yeah,
and I
man.
need all of them to sit down, sit your asses down, read a cookbook while you're sitting down, and learn how to cook. How about that?
Damn.
Thank you for that. Sit your ass down.
And so he, Jesus
You're
Christ.
welcome, but you're welcome. It's not a problem.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
damn.
Hannibal,
All right, man.
you want to go after that?
Man,
Sit
we can
your
go ahead and end the show. I was going to, hey, man, I want to, WB and Josh Whedon, I want y'all to sit down because it just proved to me that y'all completely trash was fucking that movie up like that. Like, y'all did Ray Fisher like that, man. Y'all ain't had to do that man like that. Y'all could have let that man, that was that man time to shine, and y'all blocked it. Y'all were the Eclipse blocking his light. That's fucked up, man. That's messed up. That's all I got to say. Sit your ass down. I ain't got nothing to follow up, Rex. You know what I'm saying? Sit your ass.
Hey,
Should've
can I
let
throw
him
something
laugh.
out there real quick, man?
Oh,
Get him.
okay, Q. What you got to say, brother?
Man, I want to sit down. Whoever, put that red carpet on that goddamn that gangway to the Air Force One.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that.
Man, whoever made Joe buy the shoes, y'all need to sit down that down. This man gonna kill himself.
We forgot to talk about
Save the
that.
man for himself, goddamn it. Shit.
Hey man, I'm gonna go on record by saying this, man. I don't know if Joe gonna make the whole four.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
Hey,
It ain't
don't
funny. It ain't
promote,
funny because
dog.
it's a possibility, man. It's a possibility. We
I
gotta
don't
give some
think
real
Joe gonna
bubble.
make the
We
four.
gotta give bubble wrap. We gotta give bubble wrap for Joe, man. We gotta keep Joe as pristine as possible right now.
in the White House.
I'm
Shit.
just saying, man. I don't think Joe gonna make the four.
Go Syracuse.
Hey,
Can he
I don't
just
think so either, but you know,
in the press room or some shit. Don't be coming outside no more, man. Stay in the house.
Stay in quarantine. Bubble.
just sit down. Yeah.
Oh
No,
man.
anyway,
Turn the cameras off when he finished. Okay? Do that. Turn the cameras off when he finished and somebody come help. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a show of strength, but turn the cameras off. You know what I'm saying?
and somebody got to tell that man stop sprinting and shit. You can't be trying to two-step with them.
Yes, Matt Bryan. Listen,
Try to get a little
you
stride.
must be reading my mind. No, yeah, you don't do that at 78 years old. You walk everywhere. You don't trot, you don't skip, you
One,
damn
two.
good on
Yeah.
run, dog.
Reds don't even do that at 45.
Walk.
Oh man.
Walking.
That's right.
brutal,
That's right.
man.
You hit the middle on the button. I walk. Y'all ain't
Y'all
see me
brutal.
run a day in y'all life.
Y'all are brutal. Y'all too brutal, man. Y'all too brutal.
I appreciate Brown bringing that one out. Thanks, Q. Because we sure
Yeah.
did gloss over that one. Thanks, Q. We appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that has been another great episode, man. Anything else y'all boy want to say before we tie a knot in this thing?
Cook a meal.
Learn how to cook. There you go. See, it's the consensus.
About adding
It's
on
the
to
consensus.
that shit. Oh man.
Hey, cook a meal, save a bill. You know what I'm saying? Right? Cook a meal, save $1 bill.
Hey, man, all I'm gonna say
There you
in conclusion, you know where to find us. Primarily speaking, baby. PRIMERILY speaking, no spaces, underscores, or dashes. Holler at your folk on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Anchor FM, and a couple other platforms. We are here for you to listen to, man. Check us out. I have been your host, Prime Manazul to the 25.
And no doubt, I'm the right-hand man, the total package, Rex Devereaux. Let me tell you something, Square Buzz. That's right, Square Buzz. I feel kind of hungry. I need to find somebody to cook me a meal right now.
Hannibal Vanderbilt, down South Georgia boy. And I'm signing out, baby. And I'm going to pass it on to my brother. Go ahead and do it, dog. Do it.
Boy, cute body.
I heard you. Yeah, Uncle Bunker, bitch.
Cute body, man. I returned from Alabama. Been down there slamming and shit, man, you know.
Oh, man.
Alabama Slammer, baby.
Alabama Slammer.
Oh, man. Oh man, thanks everybody for listening, man. This has been another episode. We'll catch you motherfuckers next time. Deuces.
Leave. Leave. All right. We gone.
Yeah, do outro.
We left.
All right. We good.